We begin today's wrestling news and rumors video with a bit of unfortunate and sad news regarding Sasha Banks and even Bianca Belair to some extent. Now, as many of you are likely aware, the SummerSlam Women's Championship match between Sasha Banks and Bianca Belair at the upcoming SummerSlam 2021 pay-per-view event this coming weekend was one of the matches most fans were excited for, considering Sasha and Bianca put on a great match at WrestleMania 37, and there's no doubt that the two superstars would deliver yet another spectacular match at SummerSlam, and also because Sasha Banks finally returned after months of being absent, and it seemed like Banks could have been getting that SmackDown Women's title back at SummerSlam if all things went according to plan. However, there has been some breaking news that the SmackDown Women's title match between Bianca Belair and Sasha Banks at SummerSlam is now in jeopardy of not happening, with PW Insider revealing that multiple WWE officials are worried and concerned that this announced match will not actually happen. Now, it's unknown exactly why there is concern that this match will not be taking place, although one rumor suggests that Sasha Banks may have recently become affected by the worldwide health situation, hence why WWE may be forced to cancel the match against Bianca Belair at SummerSlam, although that is just a rumor at this point. Regardless, if WWE are forced to cancel Bianca Belair versus Sasha Banks, it's likely that WWE would book a new #1 contenders match for the SmackDown Women's title at SummerSlam instead to basically replace it. While some fans have come around to Nikki Cross, aka Nikki ASH, winning the Raw Women's Championship, and that Nikki could be a decent champion if booked the right way, it does not appear as though Nikki ASH is viewed as a legitimate top champion in WWE by Vince McMahon and management. And this is really not that surprising considering a lot of fans were stunned when Nikki won the Women's Money in the Bank ladder match to begin with, as Nikki was arguably the last superstar in the match fans expected to win, and it seemed like WWE was going to turn this into a comedic storyline versus a legitimate push for Nikki ASH. As many of you are likely aware, Nikki ASH has been booked absolutely horrendously as the Raw Women's Champion in recent weeks, with Nikki arguably being one of the worst booked champions in recent WWE history, because despite just winning the title a few weeks ago, Nikki ASH has taken some pretty big losses as the champion since then, with Nikki just losing cleanly to Rhea Ripley last night on Monday Night Raw. Nikki has looked like a complete afterthought in the top women's division storyline on Monday Night Raw with Charlotte Flair and Rhea Ripley, and it's clear WWE don't really have any faith in Nikki ASH being a credible champion whatsoever, hence the extremely poor booking lately, and WWE simply view Nikki ASH as more of a jobber champion and a comedic storyline instead, which in all honesty is a bit unfortunate, as Nikki did have some fan support behind her after winning the title, and WWE have not given her any chance to really shine and prove that she was worthy of the title run. As expected, current backstage rumors indicate that Nikki ASH will be losing the Raw Women's Championship at SummerSlam, and this unfortunately means that Nikki's Raw Women's title reign was basically pointless, which truly made her winning the Women's Money in the Bank briefcase and contract a total waste, as this huge opportunity could have instead been given to a deserving superstar like Liv Morgan, who could have done more with that briefcase and made her eventual cash-in more momentous and important. Last night on Monday Night Raw, we finally saw Riddle and Randy Orton come together and reform their unexpected, highly popular RK Bro tag team, after Riddle came to Randy Orton's aid against AJ Styles and Omos, and Randy had no choice but to acknowledge that Riddle has had his back through thick and thin, and the two superstars finally reunited, which definitely got a great reception from fans, and in time for SummerSlam 2021. WWE later confirmed that Randy Orton and Riddle, aka RK Bro, will now be challenging AJ Styles and Omos for the Raw Tag Team Championships at SummerSlam 2021 this Saturday, and according to one of our sources, WWE are planning for Omos's and AJ Styles' Raw Tag Team title run to come to an end at SummerSlam, with a report revealing that Vince is planning to capitalize off of the popularity of the RK Bro tag team and crown Riddle and Randy Orton the new Raw Tag Team Champions at the pay-per-view. Now, there's no doubt that this team between Randy Orton and Riddle is a very unexpected success, as they have so much fan support behind them right now, and they definitely do work very well together. And when you really think about it, RK Bro is one of the main reasons why fans are still tuning into Monday Night Raw lately, which has been a very bleak and boring show recently, with nothing but rematches and lazy booking. And the whole Riddle and Randy Orton storyline has kept fans engaged to some extent. And it now looks like Randy Orton and Riddle will be rewarded for their efforts with a Raw Tag Team title run starting at SummerSlam. CM Punk has only fueled the rumors of him joining up with AEW All Elite Wrestling recently, because for those of you unaware, just the other day, CM Punk posted a cryptic message on his Instagram story with some numbers, with lots of fans believing the 21 is regarding CM Punk's return to wrestling in AEW. However, CM Punk is definitely known to be quite a troll at times, and it's unknown exactly what this cryptic post really means, but nonetheless, those rumors of CM Punk returning to wrestling have continued to be the biggest talking point among fans, and there's no doubt CM Punk's return to the ring will be a very big and special moment for the wrestling industry in general. Let us know if you guys are excited about CM Punk's impending debut in AEW, and do you feel like Punk returning to wrestling is as big of a deal as many fans are making it out to be? Or is CM Punk's return not as important as lots feel it is? Let us know. We now have some very noteworthy news and rumors regarding Triple H, who has definitely had a very rough last few weeks in WWE with everything that's going on with the brand he certainly helped build, NXT. As we had reported in one of our previous videos, Vince McMahon is planning to basically take over the NXT brand in the coming months after being unimpressed with Triple H's work on the Black and Gold brand recently, and it has been revealed that a lot of upper WWE management blame Triple H for NXT sometimes losing in the ratings to AEW, which has caused Vince to come to the belief that Triple H is not doing a good enough job with NXT, and that he needs to completely change up the brand. It was also noted that all of the recent NXT releases from the other week were a complete shock to Triple H, who apparently had no say in the matter and was not even told about them, which does confirm that WWE are shifting the power of NXT from Triple H back to Vince McMahon. As expected, Triple H has been very unhappy about the way things are progressing, and a new backstage report has leaked that Triple H will be completely gone and leaving the NXT brand before year's end, and Triple H will no longer have any power in NXT. There is some internal speculation within WWE that Triple H is just fed up and has had enough of WWE and all the BS that's going on behind the scenes, and truly just wants to leave the company and work on some other business ventures outside of WWE, especially when it seems like WWE are preparing to sell the company, which would take even more if not all power away from Triple H in WWE. However, we have also been told that Triple H may not fully leave WWE and stay on as an upper level executive. But as far as actually running NXT or then working for the main roster shows like Raw or SmackDown behind the scenes, apparently Triple H has had enough of it and could be leaving WWE in that capacity very soon.